Legon.
Welcome back to Building Ghana's Future, a place where we build homes for Africa and her children. As always, I thank the Most High God for blessing us with a beautiful day. Okay, so today's topic is Su Casa Ghana. All right, Su Casa, if you've never heard of them, they're a real estate company here in Ghana, building beautiful homes, but we have an issue with Su Casa. Okay. Full disclosure, I am an investor with Sucasa. All right, I got into the company making a purchase, I believe 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. All right, this was an investment that I believe myself and everybody else that had put money into it was very excited to go into. All right, because Sucasa was offering homes that were beautiful in design. Location seemed like a good place to be, and the price was right. All right, a lot of people were very excited about this opportunity, and we were all looking forward to having our homes. Some as their retirement homes, some as investment homes, and some just both. You live in it when you're in Ghana, and when you travel outside, you rent it out to other people. All right. So we were all very excited about this opportunity. So a lot of people flooded, to their company, basically making this purchase. They also used great, advertisement tactics using YouTube influencers at that time, people that where we were all basically watching on the internet. People like Wodmeyer, people, Amma, and another lady whom I've forgotten. So there were a few people that were very hot in the market at that time when it comes to YouTube and bringing people in the diaspora, connecting them back to their roots, right? And so this came off as, all right, what, we're in a time where we're trying to go back home. This opportunity has presented itself. Let's, take advantage of it. I think the catch of this whole thing was how quickly they advertised that they were going to be able to complete the homes, all right, which was the key point, I could say, for a good amount of the people that went for this deal, right? So they were basically telling us that it was going to take 16 weeks to complete the homes for each individual, all right? And so when I first saw this video from Woodmeyer and a few other people, it was like, all right, 16 weeks, they were already close to finishing phase one. So when I went into it, my understanding was that I was going to be in phase two. But after I had made my first 50% payment, I came to find out that, all right, they've placed me in phase three, meaning I was not going to have any home in phase two. Okay, I was still okay with it. As in, once you make payment, I think it was in June that I made a payment, and in September of 2021, the building was supposed to commence. So it seemed like, all right, by the end of the year, 2021, I'd have my home. Worst case scenario, first quarter 2022, I'll be a homeowner in East Legon Hills. 2024, and we still don't have a home. I don't even think the foundation is up because they can't pinpoint to tell you which is what. And, as far as what they have done in phase three, they can't tell you which building is yours as of now. All right. And it's just a shame because 16 weeks from, let's use their timeline, September 2021 to April 2024, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know that, yeah, it's way past the timeline that they gave us. And the worst part of it all is that the communication is horrible. I mean, they never admit to their faults and the challenges that they've put people through. All right, many of us put money in to use it as investment. From 2021 up to now, I haven't seen a penny, and I don't seem to be getting my money back. When you ask for a refund, nothing. They keep pushing. In the contract, it's 6 months. I believe, no, 60 days to get your money back. In the contract, it's 60 days to get your money back. Now they've pushed it to 6 months. Give them 6 months to give you your money back. And even that, you still don't get your money back. And so the question is, are they scammers? Did they scam all of us? Is everyone that's involved, that made a purchase with Sucasa, have they been scammed? No one really knows that answer because, you know, as investors, everybody stays hopeful, that they will come through and they'll be able to pull through, and maybe they were having challenges because, to be honest, all of this happened during the COVID time where, at some point, obviously, the US dollar fluctuated and a lot of things shifted in our world. Cost of materials doubled. I mean, since 2020, from 2021 to now, if you live in Ghana or anywhere else, you'll know that your money is not the same as it used to be in 2020. All right, so the value of the money has changed, and the money that we gave to them, all right, is worth less, much less than what it was worth at the time that we made the payments, right? But during the course of everything unfolding, with the market going down, the dollar rate going very high, and every other currency falling lower, we basically asked them, what are you going to be able to fulfill the deal that you've made with us? And the response we had from them was, yes, we have already purchased materials enough to put up 1,200 structures. Now, when you do that calculation from, phase one all the way up to phase three, most of us rested assured that, okay, we're covered because, eh, those numbers are all in what they're trying to construct between phase one to phase three. And so everything is going to be okay. Time went past, progress on the sites just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, because when we went in, they were full scale, like running around like, an ant colony on the construction site. I had my parents go over there to take a look at what was going on. There were workers everywhere. So it seemed like, okay, these guys, they're onto something. What they're telling us could be the truth. It could be they could really do it, because there were workers everywhere. Now today you go on these sites and you can barely see anybody, working over there. So it brings up the question, what is going on? And they don't tell you. No one is coming out to give us the details of their financial status. All you keep hearing is, oh, we're going to make it work. We had a few challenges here and there, but we are restructuring our business plan, and we are going to bring in contractors to take charge of what's going on and build things up again. But until when? When do we see progress on these sites? Because it's been almost 2 years for me since I made full payments on this property, and I have yet to see anything that I could say, okay, this is mine. And then on top of that, to make everything worse, the land itself has issues because they don't have a title to the land. And so how can you go and live on the land that you can't claim as your own? Are we going to face issues when we move into these homes, or is the landowner going to approach us and, tackle us down and say, hey, you're on my land, you don't belong here because this is my land and I haven't been paid for it? A lawyer was hired to basically look into this, and his report was, these guys are scammers. That was the lawyer's words. They are scammers because he has gone there several times and they have not been able to provide him any information showing that they own the land, that they've even made a contract and they have honored the contract, with the landowner. They haven't done that. And so we're facing two issues: the land issue and also the building that's not even up issue. All right. And you can't really get any information from the seniors of the company unless they feel threatened, as if like, you're doing like a lawsuit that's coming against them. Then they would approach you. They will bring the senior sales manager, or they'll have their lawyer contact you to basically talk you out of suing the company for your money. All right. It shouldn't be so, because when we sign a contract, they basically guarantee that you have 60 days to get your money back if, for whatever reason, you decided you didn't want to move forward with the project. That's a complete lie. It's a complete lie, because once they get your money, good luck to you if you want your money back. And good luck to you if you're going to get your building, because we're still waiting. Almost 2 years in, we're still waiting, and there's nothing to show that we have made this purchase. All right. And if it was somebody that was somewhat sensible, that, all right, someone has invested their hard-earned money into our project, they would even take the time to invite people and, give them a proper understanding of what is really going on. But rather, they're hiding in the shadows. And whenever you see them, is basically them promoting their building to other people. Now, somebody will ask me, would I ever recommend this company to a friend? I'm so happy that the people, when this whole thing came out, the people that I showed the videos to, try to get them to also invest in it as well, they didn't budge, or maybe they didn't have the money, the funds available to even invest in it. I'm so happy that I didn't get anybody involved in this, because I would feel so ashamed to even look them in the eye right now with what is happening. Imagine you're not even from Ghana, you're an outsider, and me, from Ghana, just introduce this to you and said, this should be a great investment. Put your money into it, and you're gonna have some good returns down the road. And you listen to me and you put your money in there, and now you don't have a building, you can't get your money back. I mean, what kind of shame and disgrace is that? And I would feel very ashamed to even talk to whoever I introduce this, opportunity to. And so I'm so glad that nobody even, joined me in this, because now I can just, you know, cry alone about what is going on with this company. And what they keep doing is asking us to exercise patience. It's almost as if they want us to be happy that they even offered us that deal, but you haven't produced what we paid you for. If the building was done and we're living in it and things are going well, then you can beat your chest and say, I made this happen. I gave y'all this good deal. And that you can feel proud that you have a good deal, but you haven't produced anything for anyone. And even the ones that you have finished, testament says that you guys have so many problems, from roofing leaking, from windows leaking, and a whole lot of sewage systems, things inside the building that needs to be installed that are not installed. People had to take out their own money and hire their own contractors to complete the job that you were supposed to do. And so it does not leave a lot of confidence for those of us that have not even, one, received our building. And if we do receive it, what kind of product are we going to get as the finished product? And so when they call, and try to sweet talk you into, oh, I can't even count on these two hands how many times they've changed the timeline since we made that full payment. Oh, it's going to begin this time. Oh, we're going to be done by this time. They've changed it so many times, and each and every single time, not a single block has been laid on that land. and they keep changing timeline as if it's nothing, as if we haven't even paid them, and we're waiting for them to finish the building before we make payment. And so there's no respect whatsoever on the money and the time and the energy that we've put behind them, to make that project, to make their company what they claim it to be. They just want us to be grateful. And to sum all of this up, I if somebody was to ask me, is Sucasa scamming people? It's a hard question for me to answer, because part of me wants to believe that they're going to pull through and make this happen. Because I want to believe that the project they started came from a good heart that was seeking to give affordable homes to those that are working hard all around the world, to build a home and make that reality of owning home here in Ghana for a lot of people, right? And in a sense, that's what, similar to what I'm doing over here, just not on the scale that they're doing, right? I think that they basically bit more than they could chew, and also started this whole thing at the wrong time. But they are not being the issue I have with them is that they are not being upfront about the challenges that they're facing and where the company stands, and have left their customers in the dark, complete darkness for months, over a year, you know, basically since 2021. They have left their customers in the dark, and they stay lying to us. So if you're lying to me and you're not telling me the truth about what is really happening with your company, and you're not telling me the truth about if I'm ever even going to see that building that I paid you for, and then you're not telling me the truth if you even have money to refund me my money, when I ask for it, then yeah, that qualifies you as a scammer, because you're lying. You've done something wrong, and you're not owning up to it, and you've left people in the dark. So that's what qualifies to me as a scammer. You have scammed all of us, and basically you're buying time to maybe rectify, or maybe wait until we grow tired of asking, and you know finding means to get our money back, and then you get away with murder, because that's what it seems like now. It seems like you're just playing the waiting game. I just let them wait till they grow tired of asking, and basically let it go. That's what it seems like to a lot of your customers. All right. And I can confidently say that there's a lot of people that are looking to get their money back. There are also a few that are being hopeful that, they will get this building, that eventually they might be able to get theirs. Not every building coming up, that they might be able to get theirs constructed, that then they can say, oh, yeah, at least I got mine. Forget everybody else, but I got mine. That's basically where they have left their customers. Everybody's scrambling for themselves, and the ones that are still hanging in there, scrambling to see if maybe they will be able to get a building out of there. Some people are even settling for 80% completion, and that they would themselves probably even try to complete the building. It shouldn't be so. It should not be so. You sign a contract with people, you should honor it. And if you're having problems, come out and speak the truth. I'm having problems. I don't have the funds. What are we going to do? Should we add more money to you for you to make it happen? You have to prove that this is what is going on. This is the money I have left. We can't complete, 50% of the homes that we've taken money for. So people know where they stand and what steps to take. But to keep everybody in the blind, thinking you're being strategic in your movement, it's only pissing people off. And even if you're trying to do the right thing by completing these homes, you are ruining the business for yourself, because nobody has confidence in you whatsoever anymore. There's no way I'm going to recommend your business to a friend or a family member, because I haven't gotten mine. I don't even know if I'll ever get mine. And so why would I put somebody else in that position, knowing that they'll come back to me and say, hey, what happened? Why didn't you tell me that the road that I was taking was a bad road? I believe you are educated enough, Mr. CEO, to know to do the right thing, to speak the truth, to appeal to the people and let them know what is really going on. Instead of being, you know, almost kind of like, oh, I'm doing you a favor, that kind of attitude, like, you don't know what I'm going through. Like, no, nobody cares. Because at the end of the day, if you are upfront about what is going on, then we will understand. But when we don't know what is going on, no one is going to feel any compassion or understanding for you, because we don't understand what it is that you're going through or what it is the company is going through. So you have to be upfront about what is really happening with the company, and stop calling us and asking us to invite more people, to invest in your company. That is not going to happen. No way am I going to get other people. No, to me, then I'll end up being a scammer, because I will get other people to send you money, maybe so you can put up my building, and they'll be at the bottom of the pole, hoping to get their building 10 years from now. In all honesty, I don't even think if they were to complete my building now in phase 3, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Not at the pace that is happening on the work site. We've been told so many lies. When we're done with phase 2, we're moving everybody to phase 3. You go to the site now, there's barely anything happening in phase 2. You go to phase 3, crickets. So where are the people? Why are your receptionists and salespeople getting fired left and right? Almost every single time somebody does call me, it's not the same person. The salespeople are never the same people. The number you've saved for Yao is not there. Yao turns into John. 2 weeks later, John turns into Kweku. So why so much changeover? What are you guys doing over there that is just turning people over back and forth like that? I mean, no one knows the truth. Everybody is just basically walking in confusion. There is a group, yes, there's a group of so many of your buyers all together. And so when I speak, I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking based on what other people are also saying, what they're feeling, what they're thinking. This is not just for me. This is for the hundreds of people in the group that are also expressing their frustration because there are no answers whatsoever. And then when the answers come, it seems like flirtatious answers that's just to woo you into waiting for another 6 months, waiting for another 1 year for you to do the completion, just for that timeline to happen, and nothing happens. Zero happens. And so it's time that we held you accountable, because I could have made this video a long time ago, but I haven't. Why? Because we were remaining hopeful that you guys will do what is right, that you guys will pull through. Maybe you're going through challenges. We were trying to be compassionate towards you, but it's a business at the end of the day. We've paid you to do it, perform a job, and you're not performing the job. So you must be held accountable somewhere. I don't see it on the news. I haven't seen it on YouTube, anybody holding you accountable or speaking. I really don't understand what is going on, because with all the frustration that is going on, you should be on a lot of news channels with people questioning you as to what's going on. So I really don't understand what is going on in the background as to why you are not in the light, with questions, with media people coming in to question you as to what is going on, what have you done with the money. Because phase 3, you're talking about the last time we spoke, which was months ago. You had one of those Zoom meetings updating us on what is going on the site. That was months ago, last year. You were talking about 800 units or so in phase 3. But go to the site today and see how many buildings has been put up. Not even to the roof level. You could probably count them on this hand. It's not a lot. From 800 units, even if you have 15 units up right now, clearly none of them is up to the roof level. Even if you haven't even scratched the surface of what you were supposed to do in phase 3, which was supposed to be done last year. And so what have you done with all the money that you have received? Because we can't tell. Phase 2, phase 1, it's not even 100% done. Yeah, you claim some people have taken over their buildings, but some people had to spend money after you guys to make it what it is. Other people are waiting for you to come in and do repairs so that they can actually even be able to live in those homes. So come on, Sucasa, come out and give us an answer. And stop asking us to recommend you to other people, because there's no way that's going to happen. And those that are asking for refunds, give them their money, because you yourself, you gave us your word and a contract, the 60 days, which you have already broken. And so come out and speak the truth. Let us know what it is that you are doing with the money we paid you. Thank you. Now you all have a blessed day. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.